Welcome back to episode 3 of TwosomePodcast. Love to say it, love to hear it. Welcome back.
Welcome back, everyone. Can you believe we made it to episode 3?
I cannot believe it. We've made it a full 3 weeks.
3 weeks.
3 weeks of staying consistent.
Pat yourself on the back.
Who would have thunk?
Not me.
I ventured to Purdue this past weekend.
You did, unfortunately.
I did. I was invited to speak on... So I was actually invited from Purdue University to speak on a panel about marketing. It was interesting. So I went to a Purdue side campus. I didn't actually go to the Lafayette campus. And so I got to walk around and see, the campus itself. And then I also got to see the inside of a sorority house for the first time because I've never been in a sorority house.
Which I think is crazy that you've never been to a sorority house.
I've been inside frat houses, but I've never
Of course. Yeah, I don't know. You kind of strike me as a girl who would have been in a sorority. It's really weird to me that I was in a sorority and you were not.
I think that I would have rushed and I would have got in and then I would have been a bitch. Not to the girls around me, but to the rules. I'd be like, who are you to tell me what to do?
Yeah, you would have gotten sent to standards every weekend.
Yeah, that's what I've been told, is that I would be sent to standards. Who am I? Who's summoning me? Am I kneeling upon a throne of women who are telling me what I should or should not do?
No, being sent to standards is such a big deal when you're in it, and because it's a cult, so your mind is just this is the end of the world. I'm gonna get kicked out of the sorority. I'm gonna lose all my friends. What's my punishment gonna be? I don't know. Do you know what went on in sororities? What? Because there were different roles and jobs that you had to do. One of the roles was to sober an event. So you would sober a frat party, and there's 5 sober girls walking around making sure that people don't die, basically.
Sounds important. Sounds like a pretty important job to have.
But no one wanted to sober because that means you can't go to the party and have fun. So one time I got sent to standards because my friend and I were quote unquote rolling around on the floor of a frat, which was not true at all. We were really drunk and we were upstairs not on the dance floor. We were upstairs in this common area and we were laying on the floor. I don't think we were rolling, but we got sent the next day and our punishment was sobering barn dance, which is
not barn dance.
I know.
Not bar dance.
That's where
Indiana.
You bring a date, and I was so bummed I couldn't bring a date. Which is so silly looking back because I would have brought a man, and that's
they
just
did you
so
a favor.
not like me. Exactly.
They said, "Babe, we know what's going on. We're doing you a favor. We're keeping you from the trauma of
they know.
Doing a little line dancing is just country flash mob. In my opinion, how does everyone know the dance? I don't get it.
You don't know Cotton Eye Joe?
I mean, I could throw a couple Cotton Eye Joe moves out there. I think.
I mean,
they're probably a little similar to an Irish jig.
Have you ever been to a formal for a frat?
No.
Really?
Mm-mm.
You haven't been to an organized party?
No, and hearing all of these stories, especially this past weekend, I'm like, maybe I made the wrong decision.
Do you want to go back to college?
Maybe I'll go to grad school and I'll just be like, what's up, youngins?
Show me the ropes.
What's up, you kids? What are you rascals up to? Let me go to a barn dance.
I mean, I did have the best time of my life in the sorority. I would never do it again, but
yeah,
it was really fun and crazy while I was there.
It was so interesting to walk around and there's 80 girls living in this one big house, and some parts did look like a dorm, and then other parts you'd walk into a room and it looks like the most normal living room ever. And I'm like, this layout is literally making me tweak. This is so weird.
Yeah, it is.
It probably is really fun. Maybe I missed out.
We could go visit. We should go to a frat party.
Do you think that that's legal?
I was just about to say, is that legal?
Maybe we should.
Maybe that would be trespassing.
Perhaps they go, we're at the door and they're like, who the fuck are you with? How old are you? You're like, you don't get it.
How many brothers do you know? Yeah, I used to sneak into frats.
Really?
Yeah.
How does that work?
During recruitment season, there's a bunch of girls obviously getting bids to these sororities. And so that means these girls are super new. The frat brothers don't know them yet. So I would go would go on Instagram and find girls who had just gotten like a bid to a sorority, and I would find a frat party, and then I would figure out who's pairing with that frat that night. So say it's like DG. So I would go on Instagram, find a DG girl who's new, just got a bid, and I would go to the door and use her name to get in.
That is so smart,
right? Because like they're not gonna know that I'm not Sarah Ann.
No.
They don't know who Sarah Ann is. I'm Sarah Ann, and so that's how I would get in, because they're so strict.
When I would go to Bloomington, I would find out a name of the guy that's in the frat, and I would say I'm so and so's girlfriend. And that's how I got into frats.
Wait, you used kind of a similar tactic.
I did. My friends were all G's, and that's whenever I would go visit them, that's what we would do. They'd be like, say you're Jake's girlfriend. And I'd be like, I'm Jake's girlfriend. And
are they not tight with Jake? Do they not know that Jake doesn't have a girlfriend?
But like, also, how are you not going to let in a group of pretty girls?
That's another thing.
Gay. Oh,
Gay.
You want to just be you and the boys? Gay.
The culture of that is just so toxic. So toxic. And I got so caught up in it too.
I feel like if I did go to a traditional college or like have a traditional college experience, I would have very crazy stories. Because if I had gone to Bloomington with my other friends who were fucking crazy, I would have fallen in line probably with that. But, you know, who's to say?
You get really wrapped up in it. There's so many things that went on. Like I feel like I have so many stories that are just like unhinged and crazy. And everything was so dramatic. Everything felt like the end of the world if something happened in the sorority, like, because
I feel like they made it seem that when you get okay, first of all, there's a council. Come on, now.
I was on
that's crazy,
and the things that went on, we were in charge of like a $1 million. Okay, that's dramatic. We had like a $1 million house or something, and we were in charge of like this $100,000 budget. Like, as we were just 19-year-olds. In charge of all of this money. I'm like, how would a 19-year-old know what to do with $100K in the bank account?
And you spent it on,
we allocated it to like different things, like different committees, or every like chair had a budget that they could use, like our social chair, just like, I don't know, recruitment budgets. Insane amounts of money were spent on recruitment. And there was just shit really hit the fan at one point. Like, we were bankrupt.
I'm hearing that like there's
and we had to figure it out. Kids.
That's kind of like a fun little game.
It was such a fun little game.
They're like, here's a really real world problem we're giving you right now. Figure it out for us.
Right.
You're not job interview. They're like, so when did you like accomplish or like tackle an issue? And you're like, my sorority embezzled $100,000 and we had to figure out how to find the money elsewhere. And we also prosecuted the person who did it. We started our own investigation. We gave each girl their own role. I was detective. Another person was forensics.
It was that serious.
One girl did do a citizen's arrest on the culprit.
Yes. Yes. Lots of things went on behind the scenes.
No, that's a sorority I would want to be a part of. That sounds fun.
It was truly an experience, and I'll never forget. Except I don't remember half of it because I was blacked out for half of it. But
well,
yeah, it was fun. It was really fun and expensive. It was so expensive paying for your friends, but so worth it.
And you're friends with a lot of them still?
I am. So it was a good investment. Honestly, I'm still a little bit in debt for it, but
solid.
It was.
My investment was years of loneliness.
And how are you doing with that now?
Solid.
Okay.
Solid. Fletcher's in a cult.
Okay. I'm having a really hard time with this because I am Fletcher's #1 fan.
I know.
I don't think anyone is a bigger, well, I would say I'm like top 20 fan.
Okay.
So
I want to see the 19 others and you duke it out.
Oh yeah, we already have a group chat.
I'm sure.
Okay. So everyone knows I love Fletcher. I have been getting such a weird vibe from her over the past year. Because she had her, first she was like Carrie Fletcher. And then she became like badass Fletcher. And then took over Lystopia for the summer of like 2022, I think. And then after her tour, I think she had that experience where you're on such a high. Because this was her first like really big, like, I think this was the first time she ever like headlined on tour. I might be making that up. It was something along those lines where it's her first like big major tour. And so she's riding this high. She's fucking Miley on the stage. Like
Cyrus?
Well, you didn't see that video?
I don't know the Fletcher lore as much as you do.
Okay. Well, her and Miley performed together for, I forget what it was for, but it was really cool. So she's riding this high. She's getting all these opportunities. And then, of course, tour ends. Things simmer down because she needs to take a break. And then I think she hit this, like, low. Because you go from, like, being up here, and then that's not going to last forever. You can't ride that forever. She hits this low. And I think she really struggled with that, of, like, trying to find herself again. But that led her down this like spiritual journey where she's like so lost and trying everything to like get out of that funk. And it led her into this little cult. And she said she's denying it. I mean, she said she like did a few classes or whatever. And like I kind of believe that. But it's also suspicious that she came out and said she had Lyme disease.
So what I saw is that every celebrity who gets accused of being in a cult says they have Lyme disease.
But she said she had Lyme disease before she was accused of being in the cult. The Lyme disease came out last year. Like
Lyme disease had its debut. Was there a trailer? Was there a launch party for the Lyme disease? Oh my god!
There's actually a sequel coming out soon.
Lyme disease came out. What are they? Are they the LGBT?
They're actually everything. They're LGBTQ plus.
Lyme disease is non-binary.
They're just queer. They're the umbrella.
Oh, love that for them.
LA, thank you, Lyme disease. No.
Sorry. Continue.
No, sorry. Yeah. So Lyme disease, one hit wonder, but
no, it got Justin Bieber too. 2-hit wonder.
Oh my god, no. Okay, it gets every celebrity. Yeah. And there's like
but you know what? It's the rich person's curse. Because the only people that get Lyme disease at such a rate are the rich people who can travel to all these other fucking countries where Lyme disease is prevalent. So you know what? I'm sorry. I feel sorry for them.
Yeah, like sorry you went to the Hamptons and got Lyme disease. Like it's just, I mean, that's the risk you take when you do rich things.
Yeah, exactly. But you're never gonna get Lyme disease here in Illinois off the mosquito.
God.
Yeah, you get it from the mosquitoes, I think.
Well, hopefully that doesn't happen.
Yeah, we're not rich enough for that.
No, it only affects rich people.
And then we'd have to join a cult.
If your net worth is lower than $1 million, it doesn't want you. The mosquitoes don't want you.
You go to the doctor's office and they're like, we are gonna diagnose you with Lyme disease. Here are a few brochures for cults that are in the area. They're like, we just want to get you started. We do have a couple people outside ready to talk to you.
Yeah, we'll walk through your.
Are you looking for spiritual? Are you looking for power? Are you looking for 50 seconds to summer?
Right. The only treatment is joining a cult, so we'll explore your options. Celebrities claim they have Lyme disease, and I don't know if it's a cover-up. People say it's a cover-up for something else, like drugs. Whatever, we'll just let her have it. She has Lyme disease.
The cult is, like, draining the life out of them, so they're like, oh, what can we say? Lyme disease.
But I thought the cult came after the Lyme.
Oh my god, these
cult before the Lyme or the Lyme before the cult. What came first, chicken or the egg?
Oh my god, you're really throwing me for a loop here. I don't even know what to say.
All right. Anyway, celebrities have Lyme disease. Fletcher has Lyme disease. She's in the cult, but apparently she's not.
And you're gonna get her out.
Well, I hope.
You and the 19 others.
I think I am the solution.
It's gonna be like January 6th. You're gonna be climbing up the side of her house trying to save her.
I'll be Fletcher's next stalker. I'm here
Fletcher,
to save you.
I'm just trying to save you.
Come with me. Take my hand. I'll take you to the light.
What kind of light?
Well, open to interpretation.
But what about the podcast with her and Shannon?
I got a weird vibe from her. Because she's like, oh, let me sage the place. And she's talking so softly and quietly, which she like normally kind of does, but it felt stronger this time. I'm like
nervousness? Or
I'm like, snap out of it. She's traumatized.
I was like, was it nervousness or hypnosis?
Ooh, do you think it was hypnosis? Probably. Yeah. I don't know. I believe it. I love that podcast though, because I love Shannon and I love Fletcher.
It was cute.
Yeah, it was cute. I think Carrie could have been more present. I don't know what was wrong with her. But I mean, if you watch this, Fletcher, I still want to be your friend. So don't take any of this to heart.
We won't break into your house.
We
won't break into your house. Don't worry.
Please don't.
That was a joke.
Yeah, it was such a joke. Yeah, I feel very strongly about this. I feel like I'm really amped up. I just want Fletcher to be okay. I saw her in Boston at Boston Calling, which was like one of the last shows that she played. And not to brag, but I was Barricade. And was I on her TikTok and Instagram? Yes.
Are you still there?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God,
Pull it up. It's just my face. But she seemed off. Like, she was having like mic issues. And she kept, like, looking over, like, being like, what the fuck? And, like, before she went out for that show, she was like, I just want you guys to know, like, I haven't been feeling myself, like, yada, yada. And I was, like, catching that vibe when she was there. And I'm like, something's off. And then a month or so later, she came out that she had Lyme disease, so that made sense. But I don't know. I just want her to be okay. And I hope she's not in a cult, and I hope she's not being manipulated.
So many, like, conservatorship experiences going on in Hollywood. Hopefully that's not the case.
Yeah, I don't think it would be, but she seems like decently okay. The fact that she denied it like makes me feel better.
Mm-hmm.
But
can you say like, yes, I'm in a cult? Hey guys, just want to come out. I am a part of a cult. I'm learning a lot. We're homies. I have wired them all the money in my bank account, but you know,
right,
it's for the mission.
Right,
we're supporting the mission.
I don't know. She did deny the fact that she was with that specific cult, and I don't think if you were a part of it you would deny it, because I feel like they would come after you for that and be like, what are you doing? So I don't know. So much drama and tea going on right now. JoJo Siwa, Fletcher,
Soph and Avery
hanging out again.
They're like chatting back and forth.
They're both going through
TikTok.
breakups. It's crazy.
What do we think? Do we think that?
I think they're perfect for each other.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. I don't know. They just fit each other well, I feel like. Okay, the Belairs.
I love the Belairs. I think that they're so fun and they're so joyful and they're so wholesome. And I think that in a world where there's so much turmoil that comes with the queer community, it's a nice refresher.
I know this is also just a controversial topic in general, but could you see, like, would you be okay at 28 dating a 20-year-old?
I personally would not. At this age, I don't even date, like, I wouldn't even really date like a 23-year-old as a 26-year-old. We're in such different places in life. Mm-hmm. And also I'm like further ahead. Like, I want to get married, you know, in a couple years. I want to reach like certain heteronormative goals in my relationships, whether it be like getting married and having kids and buying a house and stuff like that. Yeah. Like, I want to...
The patriarchy.
Yeah, I want to participate in the patriarchy, whether, you know, it's with a man or a woman.
Of course.
You know, so... But when you're dating someone younger, I'm not going to try to, like... I wouldn't want to date...
To, like, speed up
I wouldn't want to waste either of our times.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't want to force... Like, make them feel like they need to quicken their timeline, or I wouldn't want to, like, feel... like I'm wasting my time with someone who's just not ready.
Yeah, that's valid.
That's personally not something that, you know.
Yeah, and I also feel like in your 20s, each year is so different. Like, you grow so much with every year. It seems more astronomical than it would be like in your 30s or your 40s. Like, I'm 24, almost 25, and I would not date someone who's 22. And I honestly don't even want to date someone who's 23. Like, I want it to be my age or older.
I personally would prefer someone who prefrontal cortex has completely developed.
Yeah. I think you do a lot of developing before you hit 25.
Oh, for sure. I mean, even now, like, I'm still learning things every single year. How I want to show up for my friends, how I don't want to act, how I do want to act, like, what works for me in my hobbies, and, like, setting boundaries for myself in terms of, like, not saying saying yes to all the plans, and then I feel like shit, and then I like let people down. Like, you know, it's all these things that every single year I'm just learning how to better navigate, like, myself as an adult human being. But I don't but like, also someone who's a little bit younger, I wouldn't say that they don't have that capability. I think it all has to do with like upbringing.
I think that has a big effect on maturity, how you were raised, and like how that manifests when you reach these like pivotal years. I
have been obsessed with these TikTok videos for like a year now.
Okay.
And I'm mesmerized. I stay for every single one. I search them out so I can watch them. I usually find myself watching it at like 1 a.m., 2 a.m.
Okay.
And I've saved a couple, so I'm just going to get...
Oh, perfect. I cannot wait.
I'm just going to get my phone, and I'm going to pull it up. Okay, so here, I'll start the lore. So this is the very first video I ever saw, and it put me in, like...
Okay.
What's it called when you, like, go down a hole?
A trance?
A trance, for sure.
What the fuck? There's more of that? Okay, right, what do you mean? Okay, keep going.
So when I first saw this, I was like, what is that little person? How are they so small? That's a doll, and it's flipping. Then I learned it's like a Brazilian party bus. So there's people that dress up in these costumes, and people pay for this party bus, and they just dance on the side of it like that.
What? The whole time?
And they're like...
No. What is this business? Oh.
So that's
is this
like, popular
in Brazil?
No, it's like so popular. Like they're...
Oh, this is like a normal thing. Like if we took a trip to Brazil, we would do this as one of our daytime activities. Like it's one of the tourist attractions.
I think it's just... Okay, I don't know that much about it, but I know that it's pretty popular. Like it's a... And this guy is Fafau, and
This looks like an off-brand Chucky mixed with Raggedy Ann.
It's like Fafau. I think it's a different language for like cute, and this was I think like a European cartoon. And
European,
I guess like
in Brazil.
Now the costumes have transitioned to Brazil, and
they're late to the trends,
and
they're catching up. U.S. is gonna be next. Let's start this.
And they like really cut it up. They're like fucking
Wait,
it up.
why are they good?
No, like okay, you get it. It's mesmerizing.
They're so insane.
They're like fucking it up so hard right now.
Oh my gosh.
All I can do is
get these guys a stage. Why are they on the road?
Maybe life's a stage. Life's a stage for these guys. And I'm hoping we can like put some of them up because they're so
we'll be able to.
But they like run and do backflips on walls and stuff. And
if my life really falls apart, I might consider taking this up as a career path.
As a bisexual, I will say when the mask comes off, they're kind of fine. They're just like really, they're wearing those like creepy costumes, but I've seen like behind the scenes, and I'm like, Brazilians are fine.
Don't judge a book by its I'm gonna give.
Don't you judge a book by its cover. Okay, yeah, but I thought that was just like, so thoughts?
I was skeptical. I was scared. And now I'm into it.
Okay, I really hope that it pops up on your Insta or your TikTok at like 2 a.m.
Well, that's the scary part is I hope it doesn't. Hopefully it's daytime, TikTok time.
And sometimes I'll like go in my search bar and I'll type in Brazilian party bus costume dancers and I'll just scroll through and I'll watch that video.
They're not just coming up. You're actually actively searching for them.
I'm seeking them out because I'm so entertained by them.
They are entertaining.
They are. You're right. They're so in sync.
They're so in sync.
Sometimes there's little kids and they're like flipping around and I'm like, he is a prodigy. He's gonna own the whole party bus business.
Those are the prodigies.
Truly.
Yeah, Hollywood needs to find their talent in Brazil.
They're probably like little mini celebrities in Brazil.
They probably are. This is probably like a huge deal.
I think that's like their full-time career is doing these little dances.
That's incredible.
It really is great.
I'm really happy for them, and I love Brazil. I've never been, but love South America.
And if we did go, first stop is the party bus.
I want to do it every day.
Oh, 100%. Moving on with the chaos, I kind of want to ask you some yes or yikes questions.
Oh, okay. I love this. Okay. I'm ready.
I have some prepared.
Okay. I'm so excited.
So, for my first yes or yikes, the 19th Amendment.
What the fuck is the 19th Amendment?
It's the amendment that lets women vote.
Oh, no.
Thoughts?
Pretty yikes, especially me not knowing that.
Yeah, honestly, the fact that you don't know the 19th Amendment.
That's the answer right there.
It kind of showcases that maybe it should not be.
Maybe women shouldn't vote. I shouldn't vote.
You shouldn't.
No, I don't. All right. I'm just a dumbass.
Yes. I'm yes, by the way.
'Cause you knew
I
that.
support women's rights. Weird. Okay. Second one. U-hauling. Yes or yikes?
Heart says yes. Head says yikes.
Okay. I get that.
I feel like you're a total yikes for that. You've never done it.
I'm a yikes for everyone else, but a yes for me.
Oh, okay. Because it's going to work out for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because everyone else, I'm like, you just don't get, like, it's not going to work. It's not going to work, you guys. Like, just don't do it for yourself. But then when I meet someone I really like, I go, this is it.
Yeah, it's going to work.
This is it. And I love them, and we're going to work, and
it's going to be okay.
We're getting married.
Exactly.
But I haven't had a U-hauling situation. I guess I did date someone, and then I found a job for them, and I found an apartment for them in the city, and then I moved them here. Is that U-hauling?
That's like off-brand U-hauling, I would say.
When you move them not into your own
you move
home,
them
but
to
you move
the
them
city.
but to the city that you live.
That's pretty U-haul.
I literally was like calling friends, and I was like, hey, like I have someone looking for a job. Is there anything open?
Wow.
And
that's mommy. That's not U-haul. That's just mom.
And I am mommy.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes.
That's what they say.
So, a U-haul adjacent is I'm a yes for.
Yeah. Okay.
Doomsday prepping. Yes or yikes?
Absolutely yes.
Okay, yes.
I think about this every day.
I'm so glad that I'm instilling this fear within my friends.
The fear was there. Walking Dead had me hooked.
I've never seen The Walking Dead.
It got me hooked on Doomsday.
Maybe I shouldn't, because it'd probably just make me even more sick.
Yeah, you would probably actually hit submit on that order. If we were coming across a world disaster and I was like, Alyssa, you have 15 minutes to put everything that you need to survive in a backpack that's in your apartment now, what would you choose? What things from your apartment would you choose to put in the backpack? I would choose my Ghost energy drinks.
Mm-hmm.
And
energy for those long walks. Okay.
All of my protein bars, my protein powder for sure, it would fit. A lighter.
Okay.
Some matches. I have matches. Wait, how many weeks?
I didn't say.
Just forever. Well, I would find things along the way.
Okay, but yeah,
my knife.
Your knife.
Pepper spray, because you never know.
Yeah. Any water?
No, I'll get that from the earth.
Okay. Okay, what are you, the fucking Avatar? I'm
not carrying around water in my backpack that comes from the sky.
At the beginning of the pandemic, I bought a gallon of water and I hid it in my apartment, just in case.
My dad tells me to do that.
I think you should do it, because you also never know when the pipes are going to break down here.
That's
in Chicago.
what he says. Yeah.
I'm mommy and daddy.
You're mommy and daddy.
What can I say?
Yeah, my dad tells me that all the time.
Okay.
I buy some MRE bags.
Well, this is something that we're going to need. You and I need to maybe have a day where we prep, where we go and we collect our items.
Let's go to REI.
Oh, yeah. That would be a good first place to go.
Yeah. Okay, we'll buy a tent.
REI, and then the first thing we go for is a tent where we're going to set up shop in the middle of Lakeshore Drive.
I like the views.
Nice views, good views. I mean, have you seen those sunsets? I mean, what can I say?
Beautiful. That'd keep me alive for at least another hour. Yeah.
Okay. Yes or yikes? Online relationships, and I mean that as in like you're posting. Say you have a following and you're posting your relationship online.
Oh. I'm in between. I think there's a balance. I think you can overshare, but I think people overthink it. Mm-hmm. I think when you start to overthink it, it gets weird. Yeah. Just post what you want to post. Don't be annoying, but also it's okay to post, you know?
I agree. Yeah. I think I would do something like Victoria Paris, where it's like very subtly, like some, but also I know me, and I would want my partner to be in like my videos and stuff. Yeah. Like I'd want to do like those fun little trends and stuff. Yeah. So I will say yes. Mm-hmm. I'll say yes to an extent. I just would hate, like, I don't want it to be so apparent that if we were to break up and I don't post them for one day, I'm like already getting comments about it. That would be tragic. You're going through a breakup and then all the comments are being like, I don't know why you're hiding it from us. Just tell us you broke up already. Just tell us. Honestly, like, you owe it to your audience.
Can you confirm the details of your traumatic breakup, please?
The people who are like, you showcased your relationship online. You owe it to us to tell us what's going on. That's ridiculous. No. They don't owe you anything.
That would add so much more hurt.
I know.
to the breakup. It's already painful as it is.
I know. Now you need to sit there and be like, I am announcing to everyone that
I got my heart broken. I got dumped.
Literally.
Yeah. Oh, are we still doing yes or yikes?
Well, some of these were a joke that I just like wanted to ask
okay.
you.
Well, you can add them.
Okay. One of them was yes or yikes, organized religion.
Depends on what we're talking.
Are we talking
Scientology,
about Fletcher's cult?
Anything that Fletcher joins, I'll join.
Oh, okay. So whatever the cult members, if you're listening, hit up Alyssa.
If you're
don't
cool,
give her Lyme disease. No, but then you're gonna get Lyme disease.
If you're cool, it's fine.
Okay.
Well, you can join too.
I already have enough health issues. I don't really need to add Lyme disease on top of that.
Okay, well, it'll be my personal brand.
Okay. Amazing.
Okay.
Love that. And then yes or yikes, Malort.
Yes.
Yikes. Yikes. I give a big fat yikes on that.
You cannot say that. You have to
I don't
play
care.
it off like it's fine.
Do you fuck with the Chicago handshake?
What is that?
It is a shot of Malort and Old Style.
Wait, I think I've had that.
Yeah,
actually,
it's pretty like it's like a lot of bars in Chicago do like a $5 special, like a Chicago handshake.
I mean, it's like you have to. Everyone who moves to Chicago has to have one,
and everyone who visits, you need to have a shot.
Oh
of
yeah,
Malort.
sorry.
It's like a hazing.
It's
But
an
some people-
initiation.
But some people really like it, and it freaks me out.
Okay, I don't actually like it, but I think it's a rite of passage.
I know someone who likes it. Every time we go to the bar, I turn to my side, and she has a shot of Malort in front
Pick
of her.
me.
She's a nice girl. I will
lying.
always be like, nope.
You're lying. You're just trying to look cool. You don't like Malort.
I've had one single Malort shot in my life, and it was because I tweeted, I've lived in Chicago for a year, and I haven't had a Malort shot. And then my cousin showed up to my birthday with a flask of Malort, and I was like, you fucker.
Wow.
He's like, never had Malort shot. Here you go.
That's
and that is
crazy.
the one time I've ever had it. Never again.
Well, on that note, you want to take one? Actually,
do you have a shot of Malort? Oh, I would have.
Wait.
I would have. That would have been kind of funny.
That would have been
cuts to
so
us taking
funny.
a shot of Malort. Gotta do it. Do it for the...
I wish.
All right, to wrap this up, we're going to be kind of touching back on one of our yes or yikes, the doomsday prepping. The question I want to ask is, what would you put in your doomsday prepping backpack? I want to know so I can take notes and add to my own.
Your Amazon cart?
My Amazon cart, my entire Amazon cart.
One day when you actually order them, we'll do a haul.
I think that we would get demonetized because there's weaponry.
There's like a gun. There's a Glock.
I go, and here's
a switchblade. You're like, you want to see this?
I go, I did rent a grenade. I did buy it from the store down the shop. I don't know if it's real, but we can check real quick.
Let's check that.
Yeah.
That's okay.
All important things.
Yeah. So let us know, and maybe you'll be featured if it's funny enough or realistic enough.
Maybe we'll try to go and find it.
We'll buy.
Wouldn't that be so fun if we went to REI?
We're actually doing an REI giveaway for Doomsday Prep. Queer comedy podcast no more. This is actually about the world ending and how you should prep.
Oh my God, we should get one.
We were hired by the government.
We should get one of those MRE businesses to.
I've done that because my dad was in the military. So
I've never had those dry freezed meals, and I want one.
Yeah, you should.
Every single podcast we touch on doomsday prepping.
Do we know something that they don't know?
I don't know. Tune in next week to find out.
Yeah. Okay. Is that a wrap?
I think that's a wrap.
All right. Ready?
Okay.
Every time.